What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Karl's Bait and Tackle YouTube channel. My name is Bill Matthews from the BassinBill96 YouTube channel, and in today's video, this is the first time I've ever taken over the Karl's channel, so I'm super excited. We are going to be doing a BioSpawn Lures bundle slam. We're going to try to catch a fish on every single bait in this box right here. If you guys are big fans of BioSpawn like I am, I use pretty much all the BioSpawn lures. This thing's gonna be killer because it gives you a nice variety of all different BioSpawn baits, and we are gonna try to catch a fish on every single bait in this box. So stick around, stay tuned. We're gonna crack this thing open, see what we got to work with, and then we're gonna try to catch a bass on every single lure. So stick around, we are about to jump right into it. BioSpawn Lure Bundle, let's see what we got to work with. Like I said, it's gonna be a slam. It might be a little bit tough because I think there's like 6 or 7 baits inside of here that we're gonna have to work with. Let's see what we got. So we have got one of my favorite baits of all time. We've got the Biospawn Xo pods inside of here. Awesome jig trailer. That's probably what we're gonna do with these right here. We have got the Biospawn Craw, another awesome jig trailer. Might Texas rig it, might throw it on the back of a jig. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but really solid bait right there. We have got another soft plastic, the Biospawn Xo Ribbon right here. Definitely going to be Texas rigging that. Then we've got one of their hard baits, the brand new Biospawn Rattlebot. This thing just came out in the spring, caught a ton of fish on this thing, including a giant carp and a bunch of bass too. And then the last 2 things we have in here, a couple more soft plastics. We've got the Biospawn Plasma Tail, probably going to throw this thing on a drop shot. And then we've got the Biospawn Xo Swim, which I'm either going to throw this on a little ball head and just do a single swimmer, or we're going to throw this on the back of a chatterbait. Haven't decided yet, but looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baits to work with right here. Like I said, we are doing the slam, so we got to catch at least 6 bass. So without further ado, don't want to waste too much time going over these baits right now. We're going to jump right into it. Okay, since I already have a jig rigged up and ready to go, I think that we're going to start out with that little Xo pod. As you can see, I actually already have an Xo pod rigged up on here, but I'll pull the one out of this actual bundle because it is a little bit different color. It's kind of like a little 𝗙𝗻𝗶𝗶 craw, a little blue fleck in there. So we're going to put this on the back of this jig, try to get the first fish knocked out. I'll probably try to do this one in the Craw first, just because, like I said, I have the most confidence in this, and it was already tied up. Then we'll move on to some of those other baits, because we have to catch 6 bass in total. Alrighty, just like that, we are rigged up and ready to go. Awesome little jig trailer on here. I've been using this thing all summer long. The last 2 years, killing it in tournaments with that thing. I actually pretty much just going to be targeting grass edges. It looks like there's a ton of bluegills around here. This jig, especially with that blue and then that orange in there, is going to imitate those bluegills perfectly too. We should hopefully be able to catch one on the jig really quick here. A couple of those other baits might be a little bit more difficult on this lake. Since it is really clear water, I'm not sure about that red Lipless Crankbait. Awesome for a lot of other lakes. Stained water, springtime fishing, but this lake right here and now might be a bit of a challenge. First cast. Okay, that's insane. That's how you want to start a slam out. I know they do say that catching a fish in your first cast is bad luck, but you know what? I will take a fish on the first cast every single time. Little Xo pod, like I said, I think it's 𝗙𝗻𝗶𝗶 craw, not really 100% sure. Decent little fish, bit it like underneath the boat. I was about to pull my jig up and pull us out a little bit deeper, and she cracked it. So that's the first bait, knocked out that quick. We are going to move on to the Craw, another jig trailer, and hopefully catch one, maybe second cast. Who knows? At this rate, just break those little appendages apart, and we are set. That was really fast. Let's try to catch another one. Oh my goodness. That was very easy. I don't know if it's going to be that easy for all these baits. Like I said, the jig is something that I know I could catch fish on out here. It's one of my favorite baits to throw. The other baits, I don't know how it's going to go. Oh, that might have been a pike. We got to be careful here. That thing hit it hard. Usually, when you get bites like that, we're looking at toothy critters. We do have 20-pound fluoro on there, but that does not matter. A pike will slice through that thing like nothing. I think that was a pike. Holy crap. That was like 3 casts in though. We just got crushed. Don't feel any pike teeth mark. Seems like they're a little bit shallower. I was actually fishing another lake just before this, and they're sitting in like 5 foot of water right in those clumps of grass, kind of moving up out of their summer holes. So in the summertime, I'll catch them out here in like 12 to 15 feet of water. And I think that they're just going to be pushed up a bit shallower. That bite came right in the grass. Okay, spot number 2. Maybe catching one on the first cast is not the best luck after all. I'm going to try skipping around some docks. We have not caught the second fish yet. The problem is too right now, I'm trying to kind of avoid the wind a little bit. It's super windy outside, like 20, 30 mile per hour winds. And obviously the audio is terrible when you got wind like that. So I'm trying to stay in some calmer areas. But in the fall time, usually the fish are where the wind is. So we might have to get in some windy areas. I'm sorry if the audio gets a little crusty. It's probably not that good already. So we're gonna try skipping up these docks, staying out of the wind for a little bit, but if we have to, we might have to hit some windy areas, especially when we get into those reaction baits. When we start throwing that swim bait and when we start throwing that lipless crankbait, we're gonna have to get in some choppier water for sure. Wow, not a single freaking fish on the jig. I cannot believe that. We're gonna try the chatterbait. We're gonna put that Biospawn Xo swim in the back of here. Since we are kind of coming up on this little shallow grass flat, I think that we might be able to get a reaction bite. All we're gonna do, just like the jig, we're gonna trim that down just a tad bit before we put it on there. Take off our old trailer here. Alrighty, let's see if we can get fish number 2, man. I cannot believe that we couldn't get bit again on that jig. First cast, and then nothing. This wind is just begging for a chatterbait though. Got him on the flat. Super duper windy. Audio is probably trash, but that is fish number 2 on that little Biospawn Xo swim right there on the back of that jackhammer chatterbait. Little like 10-incher. I was making my way out to the break right here. You guys probably can't hear what I'm saying. I really do apologize, but we're gonna get off a little bit deeper off the break and I'm gonna put on that rattlebot, put on that lipless crankbait and try to get fish number 3. We are getting blown around. Okay, it is super windy. I'm gonna try to catch one on this really quick and then I'm gonna get us back into some calmer areas so you guys can probably hear a little bit more of what I'm saying. It is crazy windy out here right now. Rattlebot is ready to go. We're just gonna get out to some deeper water, and like I said, I'll get us to a calmer spot after this, but you really do have to be in some wind if you're gonna be fishing a reaction bait like this. You just need a little bit of chop on the water to disturb it a little bit. Can't be fishing this in dead calm waters. Oh, there he is on the rattlebot. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Fish number 3, get up in here. Not a bad one. Join the team, baby. So we have got the rattlebot, we have got the exopod, and we have got the Xo swim, the swim bait knocked out as well. 3 more baits, and that is gonna be the BioSpawn Lures little box slam right there. Nice 12-incher going back in. I'm gonna get you guys to a bit calmer area so you guys can hear what I'm saying. Like I said, had to do it for the reaction bites, but we could try to catch them on bottom baits where it's a little bit calmer. Okay, here is the calm side of the lake. It's still pretty windy over here, but you guys should be able to hear me quite a bit better. But we still have the Craw to catch a fish on, but we've also got the Xo Ribbon right here, and we've got the plasma tail. So I think I'm gonna bust the drop shot out. I think I should be able to catch one on that. Try to get this plasma tail knocked out. Then we'll go back to the Craw, and then we'll probably finish up on that Xo Ribbon. But I think that this little watermelon candy, little delectable treat right here on a drop shot should get eaten. I'm just happy we can knock out those moving baits. I'm sorry for the really, really bad audio. I'm sure it was not very good. Got him. Switched up to the jig. Come on, baby. On that Craw. Was not getting bit on the drop shot, so I decided to take a couple casts with that, and there we go. That is bait number 4, little BioSpawn Craw. Thing crushed it the second that it hit the bottom. I like almost couldn't even catch up to that fish. That was crazy. Felt or hit it on slack line, and I was like trying to find the handle to get the hook set. All right, We are going to try to catch one on the plasma tail, just because I don't have a Texas rig even tied up yet, so I'm going to have to tie something up when we go to throw that little Xo Ribbon worm, but hopefully we can get bit on this drop shot. I don't know, the water's a little bit stained, and I feel like that bigger presentation is definitely helping with the jig. I don't know if this little finesse drop shot approach is going to cut it, but it's going to have to, because we got to catch one on this bait right here. Going to have to make him eat it. I bombed that last one up just a bit shallower. I was throwing it more in like 10 foot of water, casting it up into 5 or 6, kind of like I was saying earlier on in the video, and she crushed it. Found myself fishing just a little bit too deep. We're gonna get this knocked out. 2 more fish, we could do it. It's actually really, really rough fishing, especially with this wind. It cuts off like 3/4 of the lake that I just don't want to fish that much, because I want you guys to be able to hear what I'm saying. So we're really, really trying to catch them over here, and it just does not seem to be happening. That wind definitely gets them going in the fall. That other side of the lake is probably fishing a lot better right now. Got him, on the plasma tail. Come on, baby. Right off that buoy line. Get up in here. Let's freaking go. One more bait to do the BioSpawn bundle slam. There she goes. Come on. It's okay. It's okay, baby. You're number 5 and you don't even know it. There we go, on that little, oh my goodness, the little plasma tail. That's what I was looking for. Can't even think right now. It's been a freaking struggle out here, guys. I mean, I haven't been fishing for crazy long time, but it's been a good 2 hours, and I thought that this was going to be a lot easier. So we're out here, we're grinding. We've got one more bait left to complete, and like I said, I don't have it tied up yet. We're going to put on a little Texas rig, probably like a 1/4 ounce or a 3/8 ounce weight. Put on that Biospawn Xo Ribbon right there. I think that it should be an easy one, but I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm pretty sure we could catch one on this pretty dang easily right off that grass. I'm hoping. I'm really, really hoping. Okay, Xo Ribbon is secured. We've got a little wide gap worm hook. We got our tungsten weight and a little bobber stop. One more bass needs to eat that bait right there. We have completed the BioSpawn bundle slam. Oh, there he is. I thought that was the freaking bottom. That thing just ate it right when it hit. There it is. That's the BioSpawn bundle slam right there on the old Xo Ribbon. That is fish number 6. I was sitting there trying to shake it off. Oh my goodness. That is what I'm freaking talking about. All right, come on. There we go. Another like 12-incher. Not a big one, but that is what we came to do. We wanted to catch a fish on every single bait, and we just succeeded. That is going to be a wrap on the BioSpawn Fishing Bundle Challenge. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. We didn't catch any giant fish, but we did catch a fish on every single bait in the box, which is what we set out to do. So it was a little bit of a struggle. It took us about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and thought we were going to be able to do it a lot faster. We definitely got caught up on a few of those baits, but like I said, in the fall, the wind is your friend, and it's just not really great for videography, so I was trying to stay in the calmer areas so you guys could hear a little bit of what I was saying. If I would have went to the windy side, I think that we could have caught them a little bit faster, but we still got it done either way. Had to go over there for the 2 reaction baits, but caught the other ones right here, and caught a fish in every bait. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you to Karl for letting me take over the channel. Hopefully I'm going to be doing it again very, very soon, so I will catch you guys in the next video.